Whoop, whoop, what's up? Happy day, you guys. It's TNA Impact Night. And TNA's already had a fantastic week so far. We'll definitely be talking about that on the Impact Attack with Jordan Grace appearing on NXT, challenging Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's title. How's everybody doing? Hope you're having a great week. Let's see who we got in the house tonight. We got Lab Rat. We got Jerome Hall. Hope you guys are doing well. Giggity, giggity. Dude, I can definitely see WWE seeing TNA as kind of like, okay, it would benefit us to keep this company or like do what we can to help them out and help them grow because they have a library we can benefit and build stories off of. Plus, it can also be a farm league for us. And we don't need to be, losing $40 million a year on NXT. Giggity. The Moose is the franchise. Dude, I mean, here's a great storyline you could do with an NXT. Say you bring in Josh Alex, like Ethan Page has been in a situation where he needs a hand. You bring in Josh Alexander as his backup. Yeah, dude. I can 100% like. There's ways they can make this a win-win relationship for both sides, where everybody benefits. Dude, like there's so much content you can create. Like, okay, now if we're incorporating the TNA universe into WWE programming and content, there's so much you can draw from. So much. And create new content off of. Exactly. And it's basically like retelling them with the WWE production machine behind them. Whoop, whoop. Man, Chris Bay is a dude where he's got the look, he's got the it factor, he's got the charisma. He doesn't need to do all the ridiculous shit in the ring. I gotta do something here real quickie. One sec, guys.
We've already called these guys two of the best to tag it up. One of the best tag teams going today. Spiritual successors to the Motor City Machine Guns in many ways. One of the greatest tag teams in all of TNA.
Whoop whoop.
And now, two of the greatest X-Division stars, two of the greatest wrestlers on TNA's roster.
I wouldn't say one of the greatest tag team. ABC is not one of the greatest tag teams in ABC, but definitely like notable.
Just starting to see a little bit of back and forth here, just how well these guys know each other. But this is a different environment. They're used to knowing their opponents working in tandem. Now they've got to turn all of that knowledge, all of that ring awareness, all of that oppositional awareness inward on their own partner. Chris Bay saying there moments ago, this is what you wanted. And Austin absolutely is the one who proposed this idea.
Now, so far, this match has been decent. I'm liking it. Like, as far as the story going into it, it's following what it should be. That's just how it is sometimes. Sometimes you got to go and fight it out and get that tension out of your system before it becomes, turns into a problem. Like, that's how it happens in real life. Oh, I have no doubt that this partnership with WWE will be better than their partnership with AEW. If for nothing else, then WWE kind of wanting to show up AEW saying like, hey, here's how you actually treat somebody you're working with. Because imagine how much more of a shine Josh Alexander would have got if he would have took the belt off of a heel Kenny Omega instead of a babyface Christian Cage, who was kind of like, who had a soft spot for TNA, was kind of trying to return its rightful property to it.
Opportunistic sight is what I like to think of it as. Some verbal gymnastics there by you. I was a gymnast. That's very good. I went to state. Chris Bay here, suplex middle of the ring, floats into the lateral press, the left shoulder up in time there by Chris Bay. Austin, his tag team partner close, another suplex, tucks the arm, and the kick out there by Chris Bay.
Like, here's another thing too. This could, like, a partnership could give WWE access to TNA's library for when they need it without having to pay for it.
On Saturday, June 8th at 10 a.m. Eastern via TNAWrestling.com. And oh, by the way, you better hurry up. After 48 hours, more tickets for Slammiversary in Montreal have been sold than for any TNA show in 10 years. From an athletic standpoint, these two very matched all together. But this is a deeply rooted personal issue. I mentioned all their opportunities for tag team gold, but
No, this has been a pretty decent match so far. Like, it's not been a lot of flashy, over the top shit. Just, two, like, brothers duking it out and getting their shit out. I like this.
they appreciated each other. They've gone on to some great things and trying to push through this personal animosity.
All right, now we're going to see some dives.
All great relationships face a rough patch. Look out. Oh, kick right to the face by Austin. Hey, look at that immediately on wobbly legs there. Well, here's Austin into the ring. Powerful, full of steam. He was maybe thinking about Sword of Glory on the outside, but Chris Bay saw it coming. That's the familiarity between these two.
I like this. To me, this spot worked where, like, Chris Bay kind of, like, you see a look on his face. The way he sold it was like, I should have seen that coming. And then he sees Ace setting up for something else. Okay, I know what he's coming now. And he goes up to counter it. Like, that's how psychology is supposed to work. Where it's clear, like, you understand why the wrestlers are doing what they're doing, and there's a purpose and a reason for it. Rather than just, I got to get my shit in, bro, because it looks cool. And so far, in this match, everything that they've done, to me, has felt like it's had a purpose, it's had a reason, it's had an intent behind it to further character and story instead of just getting it in to get it in.
Thinking about the art of finesse, trying to put away this matchup. Ace Austin felt it coming. Oh, and a clothesline there. Now it's Ace Austin. He's looking to counter. He has the answers for Chris Bay this time. Now center of the ring, side Russian leg sweep. Click, boom there by Ace Austin. And again, Ray Wall, neither of these men have used a straight strike to the face. He's seen them dance around it a little bit. Again, like I mentioned before, drop kicks, some of their insecurities, their usual arsenal. But yeah, that straight up nasty. Hey, that's getting pretty close there, though. Little forearm shiver, you're right.
Giggity.
A point it had to. Sometimes you hit your friends, your family a little bit harder because you know they can take it. Knee right to the midsection. Oh, one to the face. Went for another Russian leg sweep and a kick to the head by Bay.
No, I'm not going to say this is a perfect match. No, not at all. But the intent is there. Like, their heart and their mind is in the right place. Just some areas of execution need work on. But so far, this has been a great match. I've liked this. However, I felt this should be more of a pay-per-view match rather than a match opening Impact. Like, this is more of the end of a chapter instead of a story, instead of, like, opening a random TV.
Beautifully done by Chris Bay. Their great counter. Going for the art of finesse, but he's caught by Austin. Looking for a cover. Reaches over. Oh, Chris Bay! Chris
I like that it was clean. And he just happened to catch him. I really think it will. I really think it will. No, this was a great. I thought this was a decent match, and I forwarded the story the way it should have. No, I can't say anything bad about it. I mean, the only thing it would have to be like the only thing negative I have to say about this whole thing with Ace and Bay is just getting into nitpicky stuff, which is we'll get into on the Impact Attack. But other than that, this accomplished what it needed to accomplish. My main issue with it was it felt like this should have been more of the conclusion of a chapter that happens at a pay-per-view or a premium live event rather than opening an Impact. Man, they're still doing the same animation style for these Red Bull commercials.
Stay tuned for our best Canadian dollar price ever on Bullseye Pro.
Red Bulls! It gives me wings!
To fix that, you reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable lithium-ion power plant. So fast, so strong, and so convenient. It's like putting the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires of your car on a single charge, or inflate a bag full of soccer balls.
Definitely. Keep it simple. Get the crowd warmed up. And again, like to me, the reason why this shouldn't have been the opening of an Impact was like this actually had story and stakes behind it, and it had a pay, and we actually paid something off. Like at the end of it, we had as so far what it looks like is it appears that Ace kind of like it took a minute to kind of to sink in, and when it did, he's like, okay, tonight you were the better man, you beat me. The intrigue is where do we go from there?
That's our best Canadian dollar price ever, and you get a 90-day money-back guarantee. Plus, your entire order ships free directly from our Canadian warehouse. But to really inflate,
and that Bullseye Pro looks pretty badass.
Discount on a second one. You get it all. An incredible value for one low price. To order, call 1-800-577-8207 or go to bullseyepro.ca. So call 1-800-577-8207. That's 1-800-577-8207.
Yeah, me too.
Order now. What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter, faster, hands-free way to fill it up with air. Bullseye Bullseye Pro is equipped with a rechargeable power plant, smart pressure sensor, and custom nozzles. It's like the power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Get your complete Bullseye Pro inflation system for just $79.99.
The clapper.
Free shipping. Plus, we'll give you a 50% discount on a second one. Order now. And for the fastest personal loan in Canada.
Ooh, how had this one? Chia.
Fully online personal loans with zero stress and no need for branch visits. But don't take our word for it.
Thank you, Spring Financial.
Financial's the best. Apply today at springfinancial.ca.
Following program may not be suitable to all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. And we are back here on TNA Impact with Against All Odds, just 2 weeks away from tomorrow, live in Chicago.
The following contest is set
I'm actually gonna go post something real quick.
from Liverpool, England, Naya Brookside.
The last time we saw the Angel in the ring, yes, she came up short to Ash by Elegance, but Zaya Brookside got the last laugh with those bejeweled knuckles against Ash by Elegance. The fact that she's out here smiling is disgusting, Tom. After what she did, she put Ash by Elegance on the shelf. She knocked her right in the face with her own jewelry.
Your opponents from Sydney, Australia, Steph Lanson.
Well, aside from Ash by Elegance's severe minor dental surgery that went down, let's focus on the here and now. Steph Lanson going to go one-on-one with Zaya Brookside. Very well, I'm curious. Can you explain what the world is going on between Steph Lander and PCO? You want me to try and attempt to break down whatever the hell that is? I do want you to do that. I mean, could we see PCO having something resembling a heart, resembling, God forbid, emotions from the monster? I don't know. The conclusion of the Champions Challenge match was fascinating. I don't know exactly how to describe it. I didn't realize that PCO had feelings. Again, we still don't know that that's what it is. Is it an obsession? Fair. Just a fascination? Is it a morbid curiosity? How does SDL feel about it? We have a lot of questions, more than we do have answers. Well, let's see what you great love in your life. Would you
Giggity.
want a black rose? I mean,
Yeah, those were fun, man.
she really like that, actually. But it takes a particular.
All right, man. See you when you get back. Whoop whoop.
Very much. Zaya Brookside smash face first into the canvas. These two have been going at each other a lot lately on social media. This is the first time they've gotten a chance to go one-on-one. Steph Lander has accused Zaya Brookside of turning her back on a longtime friend in Ash by Elegance. It couldn't be further from the truth. I mean, that's what makes this deal such a smart competitor.
I have absolutely no doubt we see Ash by Elegance tonight, Lab Rat.
Volley slam. Here's the cover hook to the leg and a kick out. We're going to get that settled here.
Man, something else I just thought of was WWE could use TNA as kind of like a 2024 version of their relationship with ECW, except there's a lot more crossover and inter promotion. Yeah, I think now that she's finally like, kind of free to be more, do her thing, she's doing a lot better. What is up, Jordan Kirby? Whoop whoop. I don't really like to think too much in dream matches, as much as I like to think of, okay, what two characters would produce the most entertaining content interacting with each other. Prime example right there from Lab Rat. Joe Hendry and R-Truth. How funny would that? How funny and entertaining would that be? I mean, this stuff with PCO and Steph it's wrestle crap, but at least it's like, you know, logical wrestle crap. I mean, yeah, as ridiculous as this story might be, at least it made sense and everybody's staying true to character. Dude, I like how Zaya's staying out here. It's kind of like to be like to witness and react to everything and help sell everything. As wrestle crap as this is entertaining. Because everybody involved is committing to the bit. Maybe he needs some recharge.
I'm the TNA Knockouts champion, Jordan Grace. So at Battleground, I'm going to be challenging you for your NXT Women's Championship.
Whoop whoop.
Be prepared to leave Las Vegas a double champion.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say this. WWE should put the NXT Women's World Title on Jordan Grace. That will do so much more for both brands than just having Roxanne Perez retain.
You're fighting me. It's official. It's gonna be official when you go to.
Yeah, this whole thing with First Class and Laredo Kid, I like the idea. Execution needs work. Like, security should not have been that quick to jump in. Like, they should have got some heat. Like, they should have got some time in getting heat on Laredo Kid. Then you have security come in and break it up.
Stay tuned for our best Canadian dollar price ever on Bullseye Pro. What do you do when your tire goes?
Man, that's.
No air anywhere to fix that.
I think we might start seeing some NXT talent. There might be some NXT talent would go over. Who knows? And then I think it might start building to, like, main roster stuff, like what we saw with the exchange between Moose and Drew McIntyre.
Power of an air compressor in the palm of your hand. Look, you can inflate all 4 tires of your car on a single charge, or inflate a bag full of soccer balls at practice. Bullseye Pro is so advanced, it has a built-in smart pressure digital sensor that massive monster truck tire. Plus, it has 4 ultra-bright LED lights to
Dude, they absolutely could.
Bullseye Pro.
They absolutely could. And because it's their developmental territory,
So you can easily inflate
if their developmental wrestlers lose against another organization, how does that hurt them?
Pro is your anywhere, anytime inflation station. Call or go online now.
Or I should say, go under to another company's main roster. How does that hurt them?
That's our best Canadian
That's their minor league.
ever, and you get guaranteed. Plus,
Here's where that could go.
ships free to
You could do an interesting story with that. Okay, TNA went over the NXT roster.
discount on a second
Let's see how they fare against the main roster.
incredible value.
And all of a sudden, they start beating the undercard guys. You now have a match that could actually, a big, multi-man tag match that could be something.
Right here is confidence in a bottle. Makes me feel so much more confident.
Exactly. It has to be the right matches at the right time
Videos on social media, those
and build the
videos
right
like
story.
and instantly get rid of. Yes, this one is for real. This one is for real, and I'm so excited. Not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount, and that's how easy it is. And I did this to my father. We were at home. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone. My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. It feels great. Looks even better.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Visit goplexiderm.com or call the number on your screen.
What boy? Washing machine's broken, Moose. But squeaky. Don't worry, we'll sort it. Squeaky will be fine. Okay. Should be squeaky clean. No worries, Squeaky. I love you. I love you too.
Dogs are so
When
awesome.
life doesn't go to plan, ClearScore can help with personalized loans and credit cards. Download for free now. ClearScore, best friend for your finances.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Red Balls! And it's also very possible, too, we could see WWE and New Japan working together in the future. Man, anything is possible at this point. And I really want to hope this is kind of like we're watching the building of a foundation of a new boom period for wrestling. Like the pieces are starting to fall into place for the foundation. Let me make that clear. Foundation, not the house, but the foundation. By that I'm meaning we're just seeing the pieces being laid into place to set up even something greater to be built.
Yeah, you will. Do something.
Hey, whoa.
This isn't the time and the place.
Wait, when did Diener and Jake get back on the same page?
When and where? Okay, fine. We'll settle this next week. A piece of advice. Stop listening to Dieter. I used to do that. I did. And it didn't work out for me. And it sure as hell might not work out for you. Listen, I appreciate you, but stay out of this. Whatever happens next week, stay out of it.
Dude, I like that little segment. Just a quick minute how you can do some kind of story or build and pull it off of earlier stuff that they did. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Sammy!
Deals with Jonathan Gresham tonight.
I mean, quite frankly, we're all trying to see how everybody in the building, in the bag, is dealing with whatever the hell is going on with Jonathan Gresham. You can already tell our referee in the background has a mask on for his own protection. But this is a very
We got Colin Weissong in the house. Whoop, whoop. How are you doing, sir? Good to see you. We got Jonathan Gresham versus Sami Callihan going on right now.
And to your point, we learned last week our director of authority, Santina Morella, has put out a mandate to all referees that officiate a Jonathan Gresham match that you must wear a mask and gloves. That is because over the last 8 weeks, we've seen that virtually anybody involved with Jonathan Gresham,
Dude, Joe Hendry and New Day together.
the referee who officiated the match of the
That would be great. We were talking earlier. How about Joe Hendry and R-Truth?
Kushida, who lost to Gresham at Under Siege, had that ink jammed into his mouth. We saw recently on an edition of Explosive.
I don't know.
Was unwell there. You can see how
Gresham's been getting a lot more into character lately, which I've been liking to see.
well, clearly, somebody like Sami Callihan, I get the feeling he's not really afraid of germs or anything of the like. I mentioned conditions in a bunker in anonymous Ohio
Or how about this?
are pretty
An action figure scavenger hunt that you show clips of throughout the show.
And Callahan has been a fearless human being in the time that I've known him, which is about over a decade now. But still, how would you handle this if you were in the ring with Gresham?
You see that ramp there on the outside of the ring? I would walk to it, go to the back, take a count out, and live to see another day. This is strange and uncomfortable as Gresham gets the thumbs down and seems not to be.
And again, me personally, having shared locker rooms with both Sami Callihan and Jonathan Gresham, I know both of these guys are boys. So this is going to be an entertaining match.
Come to know over the last few years would never do something like that.
And as somebody who made his life
They get each other, they understand each other.
the honor and the pure nature of
So I do not doubt the entertainment value of what this match is going to be.
it's still inside Jonathan Gresham. You can see the way he's trying to tie up with Sami Callihan here, but there's so much more happening and so much that we don't understand.
The referee trying to separate these two. And Gresham again was trying to bite the arm of Callahan.
Man, dude, yes, there absolutely is a way you can do that. You do a thing where you have like this whole action figure setup, but like in the middle of the setup, you see Sami Callihan's face right in the middle of it. You have Jonathan Gresham standing in front of it, and then Sami Callihan stands up and pushes all the figures away. That's your Stone Cold Milk segment right there. Or shot.
The Champions Challenge match 2 weeks ago. All-Stars defeated the champions, Joe Hendry, hitting Brian Myers in the process. That is what has led to our later on tonight. Edwards versus Hendry. And again, trying to play Callahan. This is grotesque.
He's made this a firm goal in this match, and it wasn't just a one-time little piece of mind games or anything. Gresham has something sick on his mind.
Ahead of Gresham. And here's Gresham to the outside.
If there's anybody who's okay, getting weird, getting strange, getting down and dirty, it's Sammy J.
He's gonna puke.
Shot to the chest. Listen, this is Jonathan Gresham.
Although I can't really talk about that because there were multiple times I puked while I was wrestling.
Another entity entirely is what comes out.
At least I knew how to hide it. Like when I knew I was about to puke, it's like, okay, I'm going to roll out. I'm going to powder, stick my head under the apron, and just puke under the ring. All right, got it out. We're good. All right, let's keep going.
Jonathan Gresham, the Callahan's point. This match will continue. Attention.
No, the actual wrestling in this show has been pretty decent tonight. I've liked it. Nothing ridiculous, nothing like people hurt each other, nothing stupid. Everything is advanced stories and angles and character development. I'm liking the wrestling on this show. Lisbeth in the house. Whoop, whoop. Hope you're having a great night. Giggity, giggity. Commercial break time means bong talk time.
Canadian with free shipping from our Canadian warehouse. That's right. Order your amazing socket fan light now and
Yeah, I think it was from what Lab Rat said the last pay-per-view.
discount on the family size socket.
That was kind of like the payoff to all those self-help group, everybody puking up Black Ink storylines. Was all of a sudden, okay, he's wearing this new mask, and everybody who comes into contact with him all of a sudden starts puking up Black Ink. Which, again, as somebody who actually traveled with Gresham and spent time with him, I'm very happy to see him start embracing something that's more character and story driven as opposed to just wrestle, wrestle, wrestle.
So she can pay off all her debt fast. Call 800-593-8760 for a free consultation. 800-593-8760. Call today. 800-593-8760.
Like, I genuinely hope this whole character and gimmick goes well for him.
Sandra and Mike just paid off over $40,000 in credit card debt. A debt
It was licorice.
their total monthly payments. Credit counseling services worked with creditors to reduce their interest rates to just 1.5%, so they can pay off all their debt fast.
Hold on, what was that line that
760 for a free consultation. Call
that Garth said in Wayne's World 2? Hold on.
800-593-8760.
Right here is confidence in a bottle. Makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly.
I'm looking for it.
Annette Figueroa is here excited. Not only does it work on the back.
Okay, we've had some word that there is some bad red rope licorice circulating in the crowd. Please stay away from the red rope licorice. Do not bite off or chew it. It could cause a dental emergency. Revamped Wrestling, what's up? Whoop whoop. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a great night. Giggity giggity. It's been a great show so far. This has been very enjoyable. You know, for a TNA show at least. Yeah, agreed there, Lab Rat. Yeah, man, it does feel like a Friday. Why? I don't know. It's so weird. Same here, Lab Rat. I think they're doing phenomenal with the characters they're doing. Although I just wish that Jonathan and his wife would start taking some better advice, if you catch my drift. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's never an easy thing to go through. But we're here for you, man. If you need us, we got you. Yeah, this is the only match so far tonight that doesn't really make all that much sense. There's really nothing going into it, and it's going long for really no reason. Hell yeah, fuck yeah. It you know, in a weird way, it does kind of make sense that Sami Callihan would be like one of the few possible characters who would be immune to what Gresham does. Dude, 100% agreed, revamped. Like, man, dude, if both sides commit, there are so many possibilities. So many possibilities. Like, that envelope is so wide open, man. And the fact, here's why I think it will happen. So I think both sides are smart enough to recognize this partnership is nothing but gain for both sides. There's no way either side could lose anything from the partnership. It is very possible that WWE could be trying to do that as a way to kind of bring TNA over AEW, but again, that's kind of more to WWE's benefit, which still kind of fits the whole, win-win scenario. Yeah, for real. It's crazy. But they've done it. Exactly, Labrat. Like, they've both been there. They're like, okay, how can we work this thing to help each other and lift each other up? All right, I'm liking everything they've done ever since they aired those Cabin in the Woods vignettes with Giselle and Gail.
Because you asked me to. But when I asked you, why did you say yes? Well, I've always wanted to come back. TNA has always been my home. But after the collapse of the Shantaraj, getting a Knockouts World title opportunity and not getting the job done, plus the injuries, it's been really hard to find where to start. I feel like I'm starting from scratch. That's okay to start from scratch. Trust me, from personal experience, sometimes that makes you think about what you're fighting for. What was the quintessential Diva fighting for? That's a pretty shallow source of inspiration to draw from. And that's going to run out quick. And you found that out quick. Well, why should I be fighting for? That's not for me to figure out, Giselle. I want you to figure out. Why did you get in this business in the first place? Like, don't overthink it. Sometimes you just got to humble yourself, start yourself from the beginning. Why did you enter TNA?
100% agreed, Lab Rat. They just got over on them. Elizabeth, yeah, absolutely. Joe Hendry and WWE would be fantastic. It is about damn time they turn Giselle Shaw babyface. Agreed, Lab Rat, for sure. Okay, Fight Network. Okay. Like, wait a minute, they're showing ROH footage on Axis? Oh, it's a Fight Network advertisement. Okay. And Anthem has stock in Fight Network, so of course they'd advertise. Nope. Nope, can't kill it. If there's nuclear war, there's two things that survive: cockroaches and TNA. Exactly. Exactly, Liz. They booked her, even though she got eliminated. They still booked her to look strong. Like she's another company's champion, so they booked her like she's a champion. Yeah, like, dude. Like, I really think, like, with the new WWE ownership and management, I think they're kind of understanding and figuring out how partnerships like this are beneficial to both sides and don't hurt, and can't hurt either side either.
Sandra and Mike just paid off over $40,000 in credit card debt. A debt management plan lowered their total monthly payments.
I would absolutely have to believe it brings up morale in the back. 100%.
So they can pay off all their debt fast. Call 800-593-8760 for a free consultation.
Man, I don't know. Like, if AEW loses their time slot because of Tony Khan's ego and stupidity, that will be one of the most, probably the biggest blunder in wrestling history, if one of, at least. Like, you have that time slot, but you're not happy with what you're getting offered for it, so you say, fuck it, I'm gonna go somewhere else, and then you don't get somewhere else, and you're left with nothing. Yeah, that was definitely one of the biggest fuck-ups ever. Yeah, dude, that's another direction we could go. Dude, that's exactly what happened to TNA and Spike TV, where the offer that Spike gave TNA, Dixie wasn't happy with, so she said she let them know that, and they said, well, okay, we're going to go ahead and rescind the offer, and she was like, no, we'll take it. And they're like, nah, deal's off the table. That's exactly, Liz. That's a big part of it too. Triple H is willing to try new things like that. True that too, but question is though, who has the leverage in that? Because AEW's numbers, as opposed to how they can revamp the entire the network, it's, man, that's a tough tightrope. Yeah, that's a big thing too, lad, Brad. That's you don't publicly say that shit. You don't. Like, that's the stuff you keep confidential between the parties involved. Okay, that's a pretty cool line. dye her hair like a Nemeth brother.
No, damn it, I know my own name, genius. I need to know that you know who I am. Who am I?
Yep, exactly, Liz. Like, you don't think those executives aren't seeing how he behaves in public and on social media? I think Tony just thinks he has this endless wealth of funds and resources to draw from. That's why he can just let all this stuff slide.
The following
He's like, oh, I can cover it. Here's the analogy that Alston always talks about eating the shit sandwich. At no point in Tony Khan's life has he ever had to eat the shit sandwich before AEW started. That too, Labrat. That makes things a lot worse too. Oh, no doubt. Like you can't tell me Big Bang Theory reruns and Marvel movies aren't going to pull those same numbers. Ooh. Here's something I think might happen in this match. Rascals interfere, and then all of a sudden, Mike Santana and Steve Macklin find themselves on the same side. Man, I wonder, dude, this is reminding me of something. I wonder what the text message exchanges look like between Steve Macklin and Deonna Purrazzo about, man, I'm glad I stuck with TNA. You should have stayed here too. Yeah, exactly, because that grass can wilt at any time. Yeah, especially if you're messing around on Dale Gribble's lawn. That's a move I think should be retired, as the Cactus Jack elbow from the apron to the floor, because that's basically what screwed up Mick's hips. Like, if you want to look at it from a scientific point of view, that's one of those things like, okay, Mick was the experiment, he was the trial. We saw this as a negative effect on the person, so let's ixnay that. Oh yeah, then you'll be all right. You'll be all right, lab rat. You'll be all right. Just we'll wheel in another one of you. Very nice. Congrats, Liz. That's very awesome to hear. PCO of the rat roll. Yeah, that makes sense. If you guys have not thought of this already, you should totally do something like where you go all where you have somebody like dressed up as Jason prowling through the camp, and then all of a sudden the counselors like appear dead one by one. And then it's like, Swerve, we worked you. It's been a decent match so far. That's awesome, Liz. Hope you guys have an awesome time with that. That sounds fun. Oh, that's awesome. Here, ooh, is somebody making a cameo as Mrs. Voorhees? This is kind of like Chris Bay and Ace Austin earlier. This has been a decent match. It's been a great. I felt a great match, but I felt this should have been the conclusion to a pay-per-view. Damn, did I call that or what? I'm mad. Wow, that would be one hell of a romance right there.
First rule of fight, there's no such thing as a fair fight. You tried, you came up with a big old goose egg, okay? Danny, here's the thing. Tasha Steeles, I talked to Santino, you got the match, okay? And this is the point where we all got to learn, okay? And you need to learn Jody's mistake.
I like the production of this. It's unique. It's different. Oh, woo!
Stay tuned for our best Canadian dollar price ever on Bullseye Pro. What do you do when your tire goes flat and there's no air anywhere to fix that? You reach for Bullseye Pro, the smarter.
Yeah, for sure, Reeve. That was well done, and I felt that helped make that group stand out because nobody else had anything like that.
So fast, so strong, and so convenient. It's like putting the power of an air compressor in.
Oh shit, we got somebody in the house. Who we got? Is that Colin?
Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Oh shit! Running in by the sea, the OGC. Oh, one second, I turn this fan off real quick.
We have this light right here.
Man, how you been, man?
Good. This light is also repels bugs. We're not in the closet. We're on the porch. I'm not in the
Dude,
closet.
that's a nice shot there, man.
It's my Bray Wyatt shot. Hang on, let me get it right. Let me see if I can do it. Do it like Bray. Hang on, here we go. Dead on, right? It's just like the Wyatt family.
There we go.
No, there's no cicadas, Liz, because I am protected. I even got a tiki torch out there.
Dude, bro.
I know it's racist to have tiki torches in this day and age, but I got a tiki torch.
Dude, I live in, like, let's put it this way. I do most of my deliveries when I'm doing DoorDash, or even in for my main job in West St. Louis County. My windshield is like a mass murder Chicada crime scene.
That's crazy. I don't know if there's cicadas. There must be cicadas, but we've gotten like they look more like June bugs coming out around here. But
And hold on tight. Just cut alien tape to size, place it where you want it, peel off the back, and it bonds instantly to almost any surface. And when you're done, just give
Oh,
it a
you
twist,
went silent if you're
and
saying
it comes
anything.
right off.
sorry, I'm doing something real quick.
Glass, metal, wood, tile,
Let
carpet,
me
and so much more. It sticks instantly to almost anything. And alien tape is reusable. Give it a good rinse, let it dry, and it's just as strong. Let me show you. Alien tape is strong enough to hold this heavy 10-pound weight, this piece of wood, this brick.
Oh yeah, man, those things are.
glass stand.
Oh, dude, I had one fly up right at my ear and just start screaming at me when I was doing it when I was dropping off an order the other day.
Alien tape is great for a quick
That's why we got this right here. No cicadas. We got the tiki torch going. Happy Kofefe anniversary. Isn't it coincidental that 7 years after he tweeted that out, he is being convicted on all 34 charges?
That's amazing. Now here's your chance to try Alien Tape's limited time TV offer. Call it, go on.
Again, here's where I'm going to go.
It's our president, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Again, here's where I'm going to go with this, and I include Trump in this. Trump is 100% included in what I'm about to say. We still have current and former presidents who have drone striked, murdered, war crimes.
Oh yeah, all of them that are still alive are war criminals.
They're walking free for that stuff they did, but Trump gets convicted over hush money payments. To me, that's an embarrassment.
And Bill Clinton has hush money payments.
Yeah, and let me reiterate, Trump did those same war crimes as those guys did, but the mass murder of millions of people, no, that doesn't go to jail. You go to jail over cooking books.
Whoa! The ICC though, they're trying to send the Hamas and Netanyahu to jail, but they're not going to worry about any American presidents. But on to Liz frogs. We do have a little bit of a frog issue here too. We have frogs and toads. The other day, I was like mowing my grass out on the fringe of my yard, and I thought they were crickets because you kind of see them jumping away as you're walking over there. Well, yesterday I was just doing something back there, and I paid more attention, and they're tiny frogs. There was probably about 100 or so of these like little tiny baby frogs. They're probably like yay high. There we go. The camera's right here. Probably about that long, but that big, right? They're tiny little baby frogs, but they're just all jumping out into the leaves and the grass out in the woods and everything. And then they'll come up here on the porch, like my son catches them. He had one earlier that he was playing with. What's going on TNA? We got that Hendry New Day mashup yet? Oh, his abuela and abuelita don't like them either. He gets them and tries to show them to them, and they freak out. They don't like them. I guess I'll hang out till my phone dies. We got 10% left.
Now you're talking about frogs. You know what? It reminds me of a Mitch Hedberg joke. Once I was telling jokes in England, I was telling my Smokey the Bear joke, and they were telling me that theirs was Smacky the Frog. See, I think it's a better system. I think we should adopt it. So if there's a frog hopping towards you, you're not going to think, oh shit, I need to play dead. You're going to think, oh cool, it's a frog. I hope he hops on over here. Maybe he'll let me pet him and put him in a jar with a stick and a leaf to recreate what he is used to. First, I'll poke holes in the legs. I'm sure he's used to oxygen too.
Mitch Hedberg was one of a kind. So was Bill Hicks. So the one of the places that I was working, the escalator stopped working, and people were like, "Oh, we can't take the escalator," and then it just made me think of that Mitch Hedberg joke where he's just like, They just become stairs. Like they can't. An escalator can never be out of service. And the
Oh,
donut. He's like, why do I need a receipt? You gave me the donut.
oh, dude. I'll never forget. There was one time when I was working at Jimmy John's. I delivered to a mall. We had this mall nearby us. We went there constantly, for like people at the various shops ordering sandwiches. And there was one time one of the escalators was down, and they actually blocked it off.
Yeah,
So I took a picture of it, put it on Facebook, and said, "Mitch Hedberg lied to me."
Hedberg is awesome.
Dude,
His
he was
delivery.
awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, and the fact that if you listen like from album 1 to album 2 to album 3, dude, he got better each time and clearly more confident.
They all did. Even Hicks. You can tell him Hicks's material when you listen to his early stuff until he stopped. And then Dennis Leary just stole his bit.
Yeah, I'll never forget. Like there apparently there was this one joke in the Dennis Leary roast where there was a carton of cigarettes. They said, "Yeah, we found a carton of cigarettes backstage with a note attached to it saying from Bill Hicks. I wish I would have started smoking earlier."
So what do we have going on Impact right now?
It looks like Ali versus Leon Slater, and a match going on way too long than it needs to.
I feel like Ali could excel in Impact. I really liked his stuff in the WWE. I feel like he could go toe to toe with Moose and be a main event superstar.
Ali's
Carry the banner. Red Fox is good. Red Fox had some great jokes.
He does.
He used to do so. Have you heard any of the Confucius jokes?
I have not. No.
So they're like Confucius say, and then he'll say some like poignant thing, but it's funny, right? So it'd be like Confucius say, "Man who throw watch in toilet going to have shitty time." So like Red Fox would tell jokes like that on stage. He'd be like, Confucius say, "Man who walked through turnstile sideways going to Bangkok."
Man, dude. Like, I love Carlin, so I know I would love Red Fox.
Wait, no kid says that. Addiction is not a choice. It's an illness, and it's treatable. Look past the illness to the person inside.
Man,
Do you think they'll bring Moose over? With the Impact WWE door clearly open with Jordan Grace. Now I know these shows are already pre-taped, so they're not necessarily going to mention it. But is there just kind of a different feel watching these shows now that Jordan has that tie with NXT? Is there some kind of? Do you feel different watching these shows? Chat as well. Do you feel different watching these shows?
a little bit. I mean, not these specific shows again because they're taped, but at the same time, it's like, okay, with Jordan actually appearing on WWE programming, not in the Royal Rumble, but actually like, okay, I'm coming onto one of your shows and challenging for one of your brand's main titles. To me that's a kind of a big deal. And
that's
I think
cool. Okay, so they did put a
I
package apparently.
At the very least, if it doesn't open the door, it's a door stop.
That is true. I mean, look, I saw Drew and Moose talking junk. You got Hendry and the New Day wanting to pair up. I think because they do pre-tape a lot of this stuff, it's easier for the WWE stars to fill some dates and go over there and work a few shows. Plus, with Ziggler over there, it's kind of like the WWE style is kind of already being intertwined in what they're doing over there.
Yep. Yeah, and they showed NXT footage on TNA tonight.
Do you think, I know with all the other stuff that D'Amore had going on, do you think they got rid of D'Amore because the WWE was knocking at the door and D'Amore was against it?
Dude, that now that you mention that, that makes a lot of sense. Like he could have been the roadblock between that. That now makes a lot of sense.
Because I mean, I heard some
Again,
rumors about some other reasons why he got fired. You know, possibly mishandling funds and things like that. But
right. Yeah, and Liz just nailed it right there. You have a lot of people who have it in WWE who have TNA history that you can play off of to make content for WWE programming.
yeah, because
Like
TNA still owns that library. So
exactly.
what?
So
So WWE wouldn't lose any. You're right, Brandon. Not to cut you off, but WWE wouldn't lose any money if they let an AJ Styles go over there because TNA already has footage of AJ Styles. It's not like they're getting footage of Seth Rollins or Roman Reigns or anybody like that. Because like Drew was in TNA, wasn't he?
yes, he was. Yeah,
Yeah.
in fact, yeah, because Moose posted the picture of him beating Drew for the Grand Championship.
Okay. Yeah. So there's that there too. There's that history. Plus, this is a way for the WWE to kind of scout these guys in person as well.
Yeah, and WWE could completely see that as okay. We want if we want to use a TNA's library for our stuff. Okay, we can work this deal with them where we can use it when we need it and not have to pay a dime.
There you go. Okay, so I didn't see that revamped wrestling. He had a cup of coffee in TNA. So like but so how many people? I mean, the Young Bucks had a cup of coffee in the WWE. You know,
Right? Yeah, like we were talking about it earlier. Like I personally can't see how there's any negative to either side in this relationship. It's a win for everybody.
yeah, it'll probably go down better than their relationship with AEW. I mean, what did that do for anyone? It didn't even. I mean, like it was so forgettable. Who even remembers any of that stuff?
Right? I even kind of threw out there earlier, like, what if Roxanne Perez drops the NXT Women's title to Jordan Grace?
There you go, Labrat. I don't know. I feel like I have to see how Jordan Grace does with um Roxanne in their match to see if she can go. I mean, I have faith in her, but again, you guys have heard me on Impact Attack. I'm not that high on Jordan Grace. A lot of people aren't that high on Jordan Grace, even though I thought she did great in the WWE because she's one of those girls that she doesn't wrestle to her size, and maybe when she gets to WWE, she'll actually wrestle to her size. Though she kind of looks like Rhea Ripley. I feel like with the hair and how she's doing things, there's too many muscly women in the WWE right now.
Yeah, I
Brandon,
absolutely. Jordan Grace would fit in perfect with like the bigger women in the WWE. Absolutely. I'm 100% on board with that.
because that's what made China stand out so much. Is like she was the only jacked one out of like all
Right.
those women. So now I feel like there's too many jacked women.
Yeah, that was actually the biggest problem with China was like she was kind of caught in the middle where she couldn't believably have a competitive match with the women, but at the same time, like, it was still man versus woman.
Chat put ones in the chat if you think that there's too many big muscly women in the WWE, and put twos in the chat if you don't agree. We need some curvy women. Yep. Like Jerome Hall, we like Piper Niven and Naya.
Oh shit, bro. Yeah, you might want to check your settings before you get start having an existential crisis over that.
Oh, Elizabeth does not think we have enough muscly women. J Hall thinks we do. We're tied. We're tied in the poll. So Labrat, I'm gonna say that's a one. He had to elaborate his poll choice.
I mean, let's not say jacked. Let's say larger size to where like okay, it's a believable competition between them if they got into the ring 1-on-1.
Yeah.
All right, we got Nia Jax, Piper Niven, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Jordan Grace. See who else?
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. I think maybe able to throw Charlotte Flair in there.
Shayna Baszler.
Shayna Baszler because she's got the legitimate background, and she's
There's
also,
are they? So I don't know enough about the Zoe chick, but does she have an MMA background?
from what I believe, she does.
And then you could throw in Lola Vice in there because she's totally legit with her background,
Yep.
even though she's not like muscly and huge.
So yeah, Ivy, Nile, Zoe. You can kind of
Ivy
build.
Nile is jacked, yeah.
Yeah, you can kind of build them as kind of like the Bruce Lees.
Savannah Evans, but she's not in the WWE right now.
Yeah, no.
But Savannah Evans is a big girl, yeah.
Yeah, from what I understand, she's still in WWE, but she would definitely fit. But WWE got her. She definitely fit in with that.
And Indy, sometimes when Indy gets into shape, she looks jacked, but she's not that big, and I don't think she's that believable. Is she believable to you guys? Is Indy believable? I think that's the question.
I can't really answer that.
She hangs out with Candice LeRae, and Candice LeRae isn't believable sometimes.
I mean, I personally can't say I haven't seen enough of her.
Candice LeRae needs Joey Ryan.
Yeah, but unfortunately, he's been canceled from the wrestling business, so that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not happening. You're welcome, Leon Slater. So what's going on tonight, everybody? Did we stop by? Did Vet stream today? Did we watch Vet play Dave the Diver? Or was he playing some Elden Ring?
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to work today. Oh, we got Moose. We got some Moose.
Moose sighting.
Moose sighting.
Moose. Is Sexy Red going to TNA? I mean, it would be appropriate. TNA. Sexy Red.
Yeah. Cross promotion.
If it's Ice Spice, I'm just throwing my phone down and walking away. I might stay if it's Cardi B. That is tomorrow, Jay Hall. She's the host of the thing. We get one more day of Sexy Red. One more day.
Going to Pound Town.
Pound Town. Pound Town.
Booty Hole Brown.
Booty Hole Brown. No, it's her coochie's pink. Her brand is black and gold. Multiverses. I thought that game was dead. He and I played Multiverses some, but it was terrible. I hated Lash. Apparently, Lash Legend is good now, but I didn't like what they were doing with her in the beginning when they were trying to give her like a talk show and make her seem like funny and like, who's this girl out of nowhere that no one knows trying to be a host of this show and be funny. I'm on the porch. I'm literally like, there's a car that just drove back behind me. I'm not anywhere hiding from anybody. I'm just here.
That's a beautiful sight. Oh no. Got the giggity, and the diggity going on.
I knocked over the Mountain Dew. That's not good.
We don't wear pants here, pal.
The sexy time comes later when we're done streaming.
This is one thing TNA still needs to work on. These like 20-minute main events for their TV. Way too long for TV. Especially when you're not getting people on your show.
Sexy Red and Sexy Boy HBK are coming over later. Jay Hall. Squirt is terrible, but let me answer this question here. One is Sundrop didn't used to be a. Brandon, will you stop? You stop with the comments. Trying to answer this Beth here with the Mountain Dew. So, Sundrop a long time ago was only a local soda. Brandon, had you ever heard of Sundrop?
Oh, dude! When I was visiting cousins in Tennessee in the early 2000s, I was introduced to Sundrop,
Okay,
and they're like,
so early,
yeah, they had to stop drinking because they kept them up at night.
so early 2000s, you could only find Sundrop in the 90s and stuff. South Carolina, North Carolina, some parts of Georgia, maybe Tennessee, some parts of Virginia. It wasn't really like all over the place, right? Well, I lived down the street from an actual bottling plant. Well, when they decided to go national, they changed their formula. So Sundrop or Real G's, Lisbeth, they don't drink just Sundrop. They drink cherry lemon Sundrop, which was a drink that was invented by like some gas station people, bartender type people, where they would mix like lemon juice and cherry juice with a Sundrop and make like a different concoction. They started bottling that, and they changed that as well. Not, it's just not the same anymore, Brandon. They changed not the same anymore. But Sundrop is terrible the minute it gets warm. You have to have it cold. It has to be ice cold, or it's not good at all. It's not good at all.
Man, I remember like the only time I ever drank Sundrop was when I went to Tennessee to visit relatives in like the early 2000s.
You gotta. I'm telling you, if you've
I
never
enjoyed
had
it.
a freshly made cherry lemon Sundrop, is like the best.
I need to try that. That sounds amazing.
They
Cherry
used to
lemon Sundrop, bro.
they
That
used to
sounds.
have slushies, like certain gas stations. You could go get Sundrop slushies and cherry lemon Sundrop slushies.
Man, if I
Yeah,
wasn't
pretty
so
much.
sensitive, like,
At
man,
that,
if I wasn't,
see, so Mountain Dew is like that too. When Mountain Dew is close to that frozen point, it is like the best ever. But Mountain Dew, you can drink it a little bit warmer than you can Sundrop. Sundrop just,
I always have a great time, and
no.
it's amazing every night. It's so easy to use, and there's always tons of local singles to talk with. The best party in
man, my
I
only issue
invited
is
Billy Ray Valentine, but
You don't want to miss the
he
fun
said he
tonight,
was busy.
so pick up your phone and call now.
He's eating Mexican food.
oh yeah, man, that's just delicious. You can't disturb that.
I'm gonna so chat. Guess what Billy Ray Valentine is eating. I texted him and asked him what he's eating. Let's see if you guys can guess what the man who made his fortune on orange juice futures can.
Where'd he go? Oh, I think his battery might have run out.
Linda just paid off over $42,000 in credit card debt. A debt management plan lowered her total monthly payments by over 40%. Consolidated
Oh shit!
services
Damn it!
her creditors to reduce her interest rates to just 1%, so she could pay off all her debt fast. Call
Yeah, I think his battery might have run out. He said he was like at 10% like a few minutes ago.
593-8760. Call today. 800-593-8760. Sandra and Mike just paid off over $40,000 in credit card debt. A debt management plan lowered their total monthly payments. Consolidated credit counseling services worked with creditors to reduce their interest rates.
Man, that's all delish.
So they can pay off all their debt fast. Call 800-593-8760 for a free consultation. Call Consolidated Credit today. 800-593-8760. 800-593-8760. following program may not be suitable to all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to Impact.
He appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
There was last week here on Impact that Joe Hendry stepped right up to the system. If you remember the Champions Challenge match a few weeks ago on this program, it was Joe Hendry who scored the pinfall for the
Man, I hate to say this. I could not get into Grape. I just could not. I was always a Cherry guy. Always a Cherry guy. With my secondaries being strawberry and watermelon.
Eddie Edwards says that I am a joke. Eddie Edwards says that I don't have what it takes to beat the system. But actually tonight, I'm not worried about that system.
Man, what if this might be like kind of the build to like Joe Hendry being the guy to take the belt off of Moose?
And that's because, quite frankly, I get a little bit squeamish anytime I have to look at a middle-aged man still sporting a full honk in 2024.
Oh, bro. Bro, I'm giving you all. If you came to my house, I'm giving you all the cherry Kool-Aid. And all the weed, too.
All you have to do to settle your stomach is chant the words, "We believe."
Now, I can feel you on that.
And what they believe in is 252 pounds of pure
All right, you might be able to sway me with some sweet grapes.
problems. They believe in Joe Hendry.
Eddie Edwards last week called Joe Hendry a clown and wants to take out Joe Hendry ahead of all the challenges in the path of the system with Against All Odds looming on Friday, June 14th, live on TNA Plus in Chicago.
What a boon it would be to have on the way to Against All Odds knock Joe Hendry down a peg or two. Quite frankly,
I really think Joe Hendry could carry TNA as like its top babyface.
Brian Myers up on the apron.
We back.
Yeah. Had to go get my my box to hook up. All right, let's see. Somebody
Hey.
guessed churros. That's good. Birria tacos. That's a good choice. Let's see what else. What else? Snoopy's. Yes, I love a hot dog and a burger at Snoopy's, Lizbeth. Snoopy's is dope. Let's see. So no one guessed chorizo tacos. Chorizo tacos was the correct answer.
you snuff it out. Nobody's better at
Guess who's back? Back again. Colin's back. Tell a friend. Ah.
There goes Edwards. Into a cover. Hook to the leg. Kick out by Edwards. Joe Hendry versus Eddie Edwards is just getting started here. This match continues.
Yeah, so Khan, what do you think? How well do you think Joe Hendry would work in WWE with that machine behind him?
Well, if they're gonna get behind him with like a comedy act and stuff like that, I think they could do really well with it. He probably would have been number one on the charts had he been in the WWE and not just number four.
Oh, no doubt. Could you see Joe Hendry possibly being a world heavyweight champion on one brand? With the way with his charisma and how he can just how he can control a crowd.
No, because they haven't done it with LA Knight yet.
That's a great point. Yeah, I would definitely put LA Knight in the same category as Joe Hendry. That's a great point.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video that the viewers can watch.
That would be the place to bring him in.
See how this works.
If you do a surprise Joe Hendry appearance, it's a Clash at the Castle.
And all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is. All right, what's the active ingredient? Okay.
How long is Drew gonna be out for?
It's found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And as
Wow, what did he get? What's his injury?
even watching the video, this is
Isn't he injured right now?
it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags.
Last I
underneath his
checked, he
eyes. And
wasn't. Let
I
me
did it to
check.
my father. We were at home. I had the
Chat,
shale
is
rock.
Drew
It was
McIntyre
30
injured at this
seconds,
moment in time?
completely gone. My real true opinion is fully.
So I know Punk is still kind of recovering from that triceps injury.
And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It's amazing.
He has a fractured elbow.
Looks even better. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas. So this would be a daily thing, or just when you want to like get rid of the bags? Yeah. I mean, morning routine. It absolutely could be a daily thing, but the way you want to do it is.
Ooh, okay, yeah, this kind of sounds like it's a bad one.
So powerful. Apply it underneath your eyes, fine line wrinkles, forehead lines. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger. This is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at Plexiderm.
Oh, actually, now we're reading multiple things saying fractured elbow, hyperextended. Okay, is it fractured? Is it hyperextended? That's two totally different things, guys.
Wait, whoa. Is it lab rat or lab cat? Do rats meow? Brandon. Did they turn lab rat into a lab cat? Is he like a bodega cat? He's just like hanging out on like the syringes, like over where they keep the vials and stuff.
Dude, who knows what kind of DNA is on those vials, man? It's like 100% see like a lab rat meowing. I can believe that. That ain't gonna surprise me.
He's being tested on right now. I have Mexican night every night at my house. It's
Lucky
wonderful.
Yeah, about to say lucky some bitch. Giggity.
Probably gonna eat some Mexican later.
I really just wish I didn't have such an aversion to mushy foods. That's the only thing keeping me from eating like the best Mexican food is like I can't handle mushy stuff.
A rat that has a guinea pig for a pet. Very interesting.
This is our main event. Eddie Edwards, one half of the TNA World Tag Team Champions, representing the system, trying to shut down Joe Hendry tonight in our main event.
Pound town. Pound town. Pound
Booty
town.
hole brown, coochie hole pink.
wears down Hendry, able to stay in it.
But the system is forever, and they are proving that it works every
So is Canada Spaceman from Canada or from the UK eating mushy peas? That is a UK thing.
It could be a thing that was originally UK that made it because Canada was a UK colony. That's one of those things that kind of might have stuck there and evolved in its own way.
Yeah, true.
Eastern time that once it's over, the series one figures will not be available any longer. Again, head to PowertownWrestling.com now. And as Edwards continues to waylay Hendry, the TNA World Champion moves conspicuous by his absence, as we saw earlier on tonight. He is storming around the arena looking for broken Matt Hardy.
It's me, Mario.
Right to the top. And look at Joe Hendry.
Andrew is fired up here, no doubt about that.
Hear that animalistic roar from Joe Hendry. He has been on the
Do you guys do you guys wanna play What Floor is Raymond on?
Lines from Hendry, Eddie Edwards.
Ooh, that's a fun game. Let's play.
One's in the chat if you want to play What Floor is Raymond on. I won't be able to call him on here like we do because I don't have the Roadcaster hooked up. But maybe if I send him the link, he can jump in for a few minutes. We'll see. Let's see. Let's test this theory out. Give me a second.
This is turning into the greatest Impact watch-along of all time. Whoop, whoop.
Nothing to worry about. Everything has been above board from the system.
Clothesline by Hendry. We know that come against all odds on Friday, June 14th, live on TNA Plus in Chicago. The image.
All right, so the text message has been sent. We sent him the link, so hopefully he'll come on, but usually he won't. But I did ask him to tell me what floor he was on if he can't come on. So, chat, we need you to put in the chat what floor do you think Big Ray Hernandez is on? Whoop whoop. I think there's like 12 floors, 14 floors. I can't remember. 17 floors. I can't remember how many floors there was, guys.
I'm going to go lucky 13.
There's not a 13th floor.
Damn. All right. But I'd say Tree Fitty, but they're clearly not a Tree Fitty floor either.
French Spider-Man was long before Impact Attack. I don't even think the Vet was on Impact Attack when French Spider-Man was coming around. French Spider-Man was me and Ray doing NXT, I think, or whatever me and Ray did before. I might just call him. Let's see if I can call him. He'll probably want to answer.
I'm going to say floor 9.
I'm just so afraid he's going to get so mad if I call him. Candy Corn did make an appearance. Candy Corn was very evil. He was very nice, very evil. Much like Danhausen. So maybe Danhausen saw the Candy Corn episode and stole his whole character from Candy Corn. There was also a time that Ray did a show with a banana. I don't know if you guys have seen that picture. Ray's in a yellow shirt and there's a banana that's on air with him.
I would like to rescind my previous statement. Because there's no way that we're topping any of that.
No, you can't. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to top any of that. Sorry, that had to be your first HMG thing, but we hooked you. We hooked you. Shh. Reeled you in. Gotcha, Elizabeth. Now we've got Brandon with his non-hazy camera. That was a fun bit for a while. Those were great bits. That was a great bit. What are some great? Trying to think of all the great HMG bits from the past.
Man. Swingers Palace, that was fun.
Swingers Palace was fun.
Edwards has got a hold of Joe Hendry here. And he superplex off the top. But Edwards is not stopping. Going right through.
Sorry, Jay Hall. No more pizzas, buddy. Let's see.
Honor No More. Were you there? Were we still together for that?
For which one?
Honor No More.
I don't remember. I was there for the show that so Vet got really angry with Ray one time because they were doing a review show and Ray invited me on, right? And so we were doing the show just fine. And then all of a sudden he invited Rad Rob on the show. And of course, I'm already not serious. Then you have Rad Rob not being serious, and it really upset the Vet. And the Vet told Big Ray that if he ever did that again, he would never. And so now the Vet just is afraid that he's going to wind up in a ridiculously random episode if me and Ray are ever on the same podcast with him. And I miss doing podcasts with the Vet. Brandon. Wrestle House was awesome.
Sorry, that kind of threw me off a little bit because like I've seen Vet and Rad Rob like doing stuff together after that.
No, I know it was just because like Rob wasn't taking the show seriously at all. So like it just made him mad because the show went from a good show to just it went off the rails.
Yeah, and I could see how that would irritate Vet.
Yeah. So did y'all enjoy Ray's 5-hour NXT yesterday with Sexy Red? That was awesome.
Man, did not get a chance to catch that yet. I was pretty much working most of the morning and afternoon.
Yeah. I need to go back and watch it.
Hey, you know what? I'll give TNA credit. This is a different way to end the show with a backstage, something going on back there.
Is there going to be runoff like in AEW?
Yeah, they got Moose and Matt Hardy fighting backstage.
Are we going to get the Matt Hardy universe back? Can we please?
There's no way they can't.
I want Itchweed. I want Itchweed to do more lawn art. I need sculpted bushes and grass.
Yeah, I gotta believe that as soon as Jeff Hardy's contract expires, he's like, I'm out of here. I got enough money. I don't need to deal with this shit.
I need Santino to get thrown into the lake of reincarnation. Dolph Ziggler gets thrown in the lake of reincarnation and comes out as a Spirit Squad member.
Yeah, but here's how you make that work even better. The rest of the squad comes out behind him.
Yes. Mondo and them, yes, that'd be awesome. Let's see who else. Who else is in TNA that we can morph into someone else? PCO can come out as like a Quebec.
As a Quebecer, yep. Let's see who else. We got Diener who can come out as like the OG Cody Diener, who's like, doing the whole giver, and even bring back ODB for that.
They throw Burt Macklin in, he comes out like a forgotten son.
Yeah. Oh man, what else? There's so many options in there. Eric Young, there's so like you could throw him in there, and there's so many choices you could pull him out as. Man, who else?
I just thought of one that's really messed up. I don't know if I should say it out loud.
Do it.
It involves Giselle.
Oh God. Well, you know what? As somebody who let's just say I give you permission to do it. Ain't gonna offend me. Super Eric, yes, that'd be fantastic. And then Kazarian comes out as White Sunshine. Yes.
Can Daniels come back and then he comes out as Curry Man?
Yes. Dude, that would be awesome.
So Heath and Rhino are still in Impact, right?
Heath is not. I think Rhino still is.
Oh, Heath's not anymore?
No.
Man, I was going to say we could get a 3MB reunion in TNA when Drew comes over from the Forbidden Door.
Yeah, and then TNA signs Jinder Mahal. There you go. Or here, here's a rumor.
Who else are we throwing in the Lake of Reincarnation?
Let's see who else. Brian Myers. Throw him in. He comes out as an edgehead.
Comes out like blue and orange. He's Curtis Hawkins again. He just loses every single match. That would be, yeah, you throw Heath in and then all the Heath kids come out behind him. And they beat up Wolfgang.
Man, who else? Well, say you could throw Eddie Edwards in there and he comes out with as the American Wolf with Davey Richard with him, but he kind of got canceled, so that is not going to work.
Oh, look, you can get both edgeheads. You said Matt's there too. It's getting a little chilly sitting out here on the porch. I've been growing some flowers. Do you want to see the flowers I'm growing?
Yeah,
I can't turn my flashlight. I can't turn my flashlight on.
Let's see.
There's Bare Knuckle on. Are we watching Bare Knuckle now, Brandon? Are you drinking beers? Are you drinking brewskis?
I think this is New Japan. Nah, and that was actually straight pink lemonade vodka.
Well, wow, you're drinking vodka. Yes, real flowers, Elizabeth. Real flowers.
Very pretty.
Hang on, let me.
Dude, yeah, could you? We could actually see John Cena get thrown into the Lake of Reincarnation. That would actually work. Because Colin, you remember when Ken Shamrock got inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame in 2020?
I do remember that.
You know, remember who inducted him?
Who did?
He currently sits on the TKO board of directors.
Oh, The Rock.
Yep.
That's nice. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great night. I'm out. Deuces.
All right, have a good night, man. Always good hanging with you, man.
Let me not end the stream this time like I did last time. Just kick me out, please.
All right. Goodbye. All right, and we're going to go ahead and end it there for tonight, guys. Always a pleasure hanging with you. Had a great, fun time tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night for SmackDown. Of course, if Ben goes live, we're going to go ahead and, as always, defer to his stream. But, you know, you never know what happens, so we'll see when we'll see it. See you tomorrow night in some form or fashion. Giggity, giggity, whoop, whoop. Have a great rest of your night.